But God is saying, forward. Now here's the thing. It wasn't anybody's fault. You know, some people thought, oh, you don't like it. No, it wasn't that he didn't like it here. God was talking.
Right. Amen.
And listen, when he's talking,
Yeah.
woo, man.
Woo.
When he laying on you,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. When God leans on you, oh my goodness, y'all. Come on now. Somebody ought to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can't just move him off you.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Amen. You think noise can quiet him? Noise don't quiet God.
Preach.
You think activity can drown him out?
Yeah.
Activity don't drown him out. Amen. You think you can? Amen. I should tell Reverend Arthur Pearson when he was here as a deacon. I used to tell Deacon Pearson, you can walk away from God all you want to. He'll slow walk you down. He knew he was being called. I said, you can run, but he'll run you down. And guess what? He caught him one day. I walked into the office there. He was talking to Pastor Bruce Garman. I walked into that office one day, and he had a look on his face. I said, I know that look. I said that look before, too. I said, what's going on? He said, well, he no longer going to be the chairman of the deacon board. Yeah. I said, well, so what you going to do? I knew what he was going on. I just had to find out what you going to do. He said, I'm going to do something different. I said, what's different? I know what it was. And the Lord had called him and walked him down. He was comfortable. Amen. As chairman of the deacon board. The Lord had different plans. And here's the thing. Our growth often depends on our movement forward. Amen. Amen. You know, sometimes you can outgrow the space you're in. Yeah. Amen. And that's not saying there's something wrong all the time with the space. Yeah. Amen. There's sometimes, amen, God just has more for you. Yeah. And for me, my growth depended on a different ministry context. I had to go to a different version of worship. Amen. God had to expose me to some things, a different style of leadership. Amen. Pastor Robertson used to say, Lord, you know, Lord taught you theology over there at Prince of Peace. You need to learn Negroology.
Yeah.
He said, there's a difference. Amen. So he taught me Negroology.
Preach.
Amen. I'll leave that alone, y'all. But you need sometimes different. And there was nothing wrong with where I was. Amen. But there was a time. Yeah, right. Woo, man. That's right. Amen. That God, amen, was taking me. Yeah. Amen. And God wanted me to go to so I could even be prepared for March 15, 2026. Amen. Amen. Hey, listen. Sometimes God preparing you for something way out in the future. And so what God was showing me, what my eyes couldn't see, was that my promotion was tied to that motion. And if I stayed still, I'd be stagnant. Wow. Amen. Amen. And listen, I was too naive at the time to even know it. And I'm thankful, amen, that God pushed me forward. And listen, sometimes obedience means leaving things behind. That's right. Old patterns, old dependencies, amen, and some old definitions of success. Somebody think they're successful right now. And God is saying, this ain't even it. I got more for you. You think this is it? And when we talk about success, we're not talking about position, power, and money. Amen. He might be wanting you to be more successful at reaching somebody in your family, somebody in your network, to be able to handle some stuff in life that right now you're not able to handle because you haven't stepped out and moved. That's right. Oh. All right. Amen. See, faith steps forward even where our sight can't follow. Believe in the scene, y'all. I hope I convince you believe in the scene. The second point is, it's about faithful. You got to trust the character of God. See that human design, that human mind, amen, again, wants to trust what it sees.
Yeah.
Amen, wants to trust what it knows. Amen, and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Amen, but when God is speaking, amen, when God is commanding,
Yeah.
amen, one has to have faith in
Yes, sir.
the character of God.
Amen. Amen.
Now, I go back. Remember we were talking about how I believe in when I see it, when you have folks that,
Yes, sir.
they sometimes believe in seeing because what? You check their character. You say, oh, this joker right here trying to hustle me again. I know he did it.
Yep.
You trying to tell me he didn't. I know. Because you check the character. The same is true with God.
Amen. Amen.
When God gives the command, check the character of God. Here's what I'm trying to say. Because the text says that Abraham, amen, was living in tents and tabernacles.
Yeah.
Amen. I think Sister Pat used to call the tabernacle the portable tent. Is that right, Sister Pat? The portable church. You move it around. You got to pitch it and take it down.
Yeah.
Portable. Amen. That's how he was living. Amen. When he first met God.
Yeah.
Now walk with me now. Temporary structures.
Yeah.
But look at what Abraham says. When God tells him to go, Abraham says, oh man, the text says Abraham looked for a city. Y'all with me? With foundation, whose builder and maker is God.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see the difference.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see the difference. Listen, foundation represents permanence, stability, and structure.
That's right.
Before he met God,
Yeah.
and on his way to get the promise, he's pitching tents. He's moving around. Amen. And no foundation.
Yeah.
Tents don't have foundation.
Preach.
Amen. But look at what his eyes now have been redirected to.
Right. Right. Amen.
I'm not going to keep living in tents
Yeah.
because God made a promise that I'm going to have to a city with foundation and whose builder and maker is God. Okay, some of y'all still didn't catch that just yet.
Preach.
Some of y'all still didn't catch it just yet. Listen. You remember what it was like, when you first got started on the journey? You first start walking with the Lord. Amen. When you first start walking with God, you kind of just wandering. You learn a little here, you learn a little there. Amen. And it get a little rocky. Amen. But the more you walk with him, the more you see his hand that way. Amen. The more secure you become in what he's going to do. There is a shift in him that happens. He moves from being satisfied with tents and mobile homes to having a foundation that God built and a city that God built. Oh, Lord, help me. I'm here to tell you something that if you walk with God long enough, amen, and you trust the character and nature of God, God has a way of moving your mind and shifting your mind and trusting him. Oh, man. I'm looking for foundation. Amen. You talk about looking for God to move. I'm looking for foundation.
Preach.
I'm not looking for God to be haphazard, to be sometime.
Preach.
Amen. With God